welcome back to the Sports Wrap Rapid Fire Wednesday with the Gresh Man. Brady, Edelman, and Gronk all missed practice today. Who, if any, of those three play Sunday versus the Rams?
Brady plays, Edelman plays. I'm not sure about Gronkowski. I don't think this is a game where you need him. And look, let's be honest, we're heading into December. You need him upright.
We'll get more into the matchup tomorrow, but any reason not to pencil in the victory for the Pats?
Well, I mean, they got the greatest punter who ever lived, according to Bill Belichick. So, no, I think it would take cataclysmic effects. And look, even Brady can get hurt and Garoppolo can play the whole game, and you're still going to be fine.
Jared Goff, any of their talent guys impress you at all?
Nah, Kenny Britt's okay. You know, again, everybody can love running backs, but you don't have an offensive line worth a damn. That doesn't matter how great the running back is.
Yeah.
You know, I think you got to be worried about the big play, but in all honesty, no. I mean, hell, their head coach doesn't even know who running backs at Patriots are.
You thought that Brandon Bolden was a key back. You mentioned Danny, presumably Danny Woodhead. What does that say about Jeff Fisher?
I mean, there's a lot swirling around Jeff Fisher right now. You know, I don't know what it says. And let's remember, too, to be fair to Fisher, in that, yes, he's running the football team, but he's also running an organization that's in transition with a wacko owner. So, you know, there could be more on his plate than just running the football team, but that was really bad.
Wednesday, just days before the game, he doesn't know the opposition running back. All right, a little bit of controversy from your friend Bart Scott this week. He says Gronk is already on his way out of town. What do you make of that? And do you think Gronk stays in New England through this contract?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're not going to get rid of him. And let's remember, the injuries have not been that bad the past couple of years. They understood the risk they were taking in getting Gronkowski, but I think they also were fully aware as to how good he could be and that he's worth it. You know, when you compare it to other contracts, Yianni, here's the thing to remember, and people are scoffing over the contract that Marcus Cannon got. In about 2 years, those contracts, we're going to look at them and go, hey, you know what? They ain't bad. Because the cap is going to go up, the right tackle market's going to go up, and now that everybody wants an impact tight end, I would say this to you, for everybody who thinks that, oh, Gronk might be on his way out. If he were a free agent after next season, how much money do you think he would get? He would get
a bargain.
Exactly. He would get a ton of cash in the free agent market.
All right, I think we differ on the Marcus Cannon deal. I'm not a big fan of his.
Why?
You are. I just feel like he's gotten burned so many times, and we've seen it. And he was a rotational guy when he got his last deal. Why is he all of a sudden the most important commodity up there?
A, because the coaching tailors to him, quite honestly. Dante Scarnecchia gets the most out of Marcus Cannon. B, look at the market for right tackles. Let's remember, Sebastian Vollmer was around $8.5 to $9 million, and no one thought twice about it because he's a big strapping guy who could play left tackle a little bit. Everybody remembers the Cannon of the past couple of years, and I don't think he was as terrible as people made him out to be the last 2 years. But the bottom line is, again, in a year, we're going to look at that contract. Instead of being the fourth highest paid right tackle, he'll probably be 8 to 10. And again, the Patriots did not lock themselves in. They can get out of it after 3 years if they want to, when he'll be, what, 30 or 31.
All right, I want to close with this. Drew Bledsoe in town today. I'm always impressed with how well he's handled Tom Brady stealing his job and becoming the greatest quarterback ever. You've covered this team a long time. What was your reaction then in 2001 and kind of Bledsoe's post-New England career?
Look, I was a Drew guy. I thought in the Super Bowl that he should have played, and I thought when he came in that AFC Championship game and threw the touchdown pass that it was okay, they're going to go back to him. Obviously, they didn't. What was amazing was at the time, Yianni, we didn't realize that it was the beginning of the Belichick wizardry. And I'm not talking about on the field. I'm talking about off the field. They traded him within the division for a first-round pick, and he still went on. I think he made the Pro Bowl that year. So, you know, people have turned it out to be that Drew was garbage. No, Drew was a really good number one pick who is not a Hall of Famer but is in the discussion. The problem is he got replaced by Jesus and cleats.
And eventually Tony Romo, too. Something I find interesting, do you think Belichick probably didn't have the equity at the time, but I think I've read that he preferred Brady in camp, but he couldn't have started him over Bledsoe, who had signed that new deal, because he didn't have enough equity within the organization. Did you buy into that?
I don't know if it's about the equity. I just think that at the time, Brady wasn't ready. And look, Bledsoe was a veteran. And let's remember, that year they won that championship, Not that it was going to go sideways on Belichick, but I think he knew he needed a winning season.
Yeah.
At the time, Bledsoe gave him the best chance. I mean, they did a lot of what they did on offense out of necessity. And the other thing, too, was that the owner was really attached to Bledsoe.
Yeah.
So it kind of made it easy for Bill to say, this is what I was seeing. It's now translating on the field. Of course, they go win a Super Bowl. No one expects that.
Do you have any of Bledsoe's wine?
No, I don't. And you know what? I know Drew a little bit. I talked to him a bunch of times when I was in Boston, and I never got any freebies. It's really because Zolak ended up hoarding them. And quite honestly, I'd rather go buy my wife wine. If somebody's got real hooch, then send it to me. That's what I want. I'm not a wine guy.
Send your wine to Andy Gresh in time for the holidays.
No. Please, send it to you.
I'll take some wine.
When
you
you
more
eat
of a beer guy?
No.
Hard alcohol.
Beer is
tequila.
Beer's gross.
What kind of O-lineman doesn't like beer?
A smart one. Someone who likes the hard stuff. How do you think I got this voice? Hard liquor and cigars, baby.
You love
That's
cigars.
why I never lose my voice. How many times have you been I'm sick? I can't
Currently,
come in.
yeah, recently.
Like, seriously. When have you ever known
Strong.
me to be sick? Right?
Yeah.
Clear it
Bring
out, baby.
Dependable. All right, thanks, Gresh. We'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll have more from the Sports Wrap after this.